Hey everyone, this is Dave Russell. I'm not going to talk too much because this voice is much cooler than mine. Dave, tell us what brought you to Berkshires 2018.
Well, I've been over here for the last two of them actually, and I love it. It's like your family, your home away from home. They're all we all speak the same chiropractic language, I guess. And yeah, I love the experience of being here. And it's actually snowing outside at the moment. You don't get snow where I'm from, so I love it. Yes, it's cool. If you haven't been, you should come.
So I know that it's a really special thing you're doing over in Scotland. Let's talk a little bit about this whole movement towards bringing principled chiropractic to Scotland.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I sit on the board of the Scotland College of Chiropractic, and it's yet to open. The expected date of the opening is September next year. And we're in the process of developing the curriculum, developing all the policies and procedures, and getting the thing started. Scotland's never had a chiropractic college before, and it's in the history of the country. The UK does have 3 or 4 other colleges, but a lot of them aren't necessarily vitalistic and subluxation focused in orientation. And that's what we want. There is a dire need, one, for more chiropractors, but a dire need for principled chiropractors in the UK and Europe in general. And we're in the process of developing that, and it is really exciting. It's a lot of hard work behind the scenes, but it is really exciting, yeah.
So I know you said that it's really cool to come back here and to see the people. Are there any takeaways that you've had from being here over the past 2 days?
Any takeaways? Well, yeah. I mean, you always get a little bit of information, don't you? To me, it's actually the inspiration of, yep, I'm doing the right thing. We're on the right track. You don't feel like an outsider, if you know what I mean. You know, yeah. It's that family, the family feel here. Yeah,
that's cool. So if people wanted to support what you're doing over there in Scotland, how can they help you out?
Well, the easiest way would be to go to the website, which is www.scotlandcollegechiro.co.uk, and that's fairly basic at the moment. But the main thing right now that we need, the real help that we need, is financial. It is very, very costly to set up a chiropractic program, or any tertiary institution for that matter. And what we need at the moment is money, because having no students, we have no student fees, but we need to build a campus, build the curriculum, hire faculty, hire staff, and that is very, very costly. To put it into perspective, if I can, just the validation process of a chiropractic degree there is about £250,000 before you even get started with anything. Yeah, so we need financial support, and for those of you that are interested in supporting principled chiropractic, not just for this country, but principled chiropractic on a global scale, you need to be supporting things like the Scottish College. Yeah.
So I know this is a question that many people probably wouldn't know how to ask you, but I do, because I know you guys have taken the model from a really prestigious group. How did you decide to go forward, and how are you structuring the school?
Well, do you mean in terms of the curriculum?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the curriculum will be fairly similar to the ones like the New Zealand College and Sherman. So it's going to be very well grounded in assessment of subluxation, then followed by technique protocols, heavily grounded in philosophy, business management, and then in the clinical program, from where I sit, and that's what my past experience in chiropractic education has been, we would set standards well beyond those of the minimum requirements, because that's what we want. We don't want to be the biggest, but we do want to be the best, and we want to have a boutique college that produces excellent chiropractors that do far over and above the minimum. We don't want to graduate minimum type of people. We want excellence, and it's important for chiropractic. Chiropractic deserves that.
Yeah, and I think what they're doing with this whole program between the Berkshires and between the Scotland College of Chiropractic and the fellowship that we have here on a weekend like this, to reignite the fire that we have for each other, and to just see each other and to talk about things that can push the profession to become, what I want to do is push us to become more consumer grade, to where people are eventually going to be like, I need to get checked for a subluxation.
Absolutely, yeah. It should be normal, right? You know, it shouldn't be that you have to wait to be in a crisis before you do something to improve yourself. And I guess that's something that I get from all the guys here too. it's that realisation that you're not out there on your own doing it. There's a lot of people doing it, and I've got to give a lot of gratitude to Scott and Marguerite for putting this program on. And actually, this year they're donating money funded from or generated from this program to support the Scottish College. And you know, if everyone out there was doing the sorts of things that Scott is doing and running things like this, it would be brilliant for the profession. But there is such a small fraction of people that are doing things on this scale to unselfishly support the profession, and it's really good. So thank you to those guys.
Yeah, and I just want to say a warm thank you to Marguerite and to Scott Garber for hosting such an amazing Berkshire 2018. And is there anything I didn't ask you'd like to talk about?
Nah, I don't think so. But if you're interested in having a firm understanding on chiropractic research too, I'd urge you, actually, if I can put a plug in for the Chiropractic Journal of Australia, go and look at the most recent. It's free online. The most recent edition publication of that. I was privileged enough to be an author on a paper that was an inter-examiner reliability of assessing vertebral subluxation. So can two blinded people actually find a subluxation, you know, that some people would say they don't even exist? How they couldn't possibly exist when two people could, with excellent levels of reliability in the lumbars, thoracics and cervicals, find the same thing, it is beyond me. There is no doubt they exist. We're doing the right stuff. There's definitely some gaps in our evidence, but have a read of that. It's for anyone that ever tells you subluxations don't exist, just send them that way. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I always tell people this at the closing: you're only one story away. Keep hustling.
See you later. Bye.
Thanks.